Well, guys, not long to Super Rugby 2025. How are the Australian Super Rugby sides? Guys, before I made this video, I was thinking about the other day, back to the good old days. The days with George Gregan, Stephen Larkham at the Brumbies. They were just so good to watch, weren't they, guys? And Australian rugby was so strong back then as well. They had, even players like Totai Kefu. No one could really even tackle him. Like, he was a beast for the Wallabies, wasn't he? So, Australian rugby, get back to the good old days. We'll cover that off in this video. Guys, in this video, I'm going to be covering two main areas, a review of the Australian Super Rugby sides and their key players in those squads, and then I'll cover off my top 5 key games early on in the Super Rugby season for the Australian sides. These are the games that they need to win and will be absolutely crucial in deciding their season. Guys, if you're enjoying the content, please support the channel, hit the subscribe button, like it, comment, share it with your friends to help support the channel. So, first squad, the Brumbies. Yeah, I actually quite like the look of this Brumbies squad overall. It's got a good feel to it, a good mix of physicality up front with some good forwards, and then some good dynamite in the backs, and obviously, a good cohesive sort of squad, I reckon. A couple of key players for me there. Alan Alaalatoa. Look, he's an abrasive, tough front rower, isn't he? He'll need to bring that physicality with the Brumbies. Look, he's an experienced Wallaby, and certainly his leadership will be required this year with the Brumbies. Noah Lolesio. Look, guys, he's been around for a while now. He's quite experienced. I thought he had a pretty good season last year in 2024. He seems to guide the Wallabies quite well. His game management, his kicking, his defense is solid. But, he's going to have a good season in 2025 and guide that Brumbies squad around. Tom Hooper, look, he's a younger, developing loose forward, tough, abrasive sort of player, but a really good opportunity for him with the Brumbies. Len Ikitau, look, he's a tough, abrasive ball carrier, isn't he? And he'll certainly need to put his best foot forward for the Brumbies. Tom Wright, guys, let me know your thoughts on him. For me, in 2024, I sort of thought he had probably one of the best seasons I've seen him play out his career. Like, his ball carrying was really dynamic, wasn't he? He's cutting the line quite a bit. He's got raw speed, so he's going to need to bring that attacking prowess to the Brumbies in 2025. And then finally, Rob Valetini. Look, he will be another absolutely crucial player for the Brumbies. Getting that go-forward ball. He's a tough ball carrier, a high work rate, and he'll be absolutely key to the Brumbies. But I think in summary, you look to the Brumbies overall, and that's definitely one of the best squads I've seen in the Brumbies for a number of years. So, good opportunity for them this year, guys. We look to the Waratahs then. Again, this is also quite a good-looking squad. I think they have enough physicality up front, some good forwards. They've got some absolute dynamite in the backs, and I think they're gonna be a tough side to beat in 2025. A couple of key players for me is Joseph Suaalii, obviously the $1 million man, come over from the NRL. I suppose the interesting thing for me there, though, guys, is how quickly he'll get up to speed in Union. Like, he played pretty well for the Wallabies last year, but it is quite a different game, Union to NRL. So, and the other thing is, where will the Waratahs realistically play him? Like, will they use him at second 5 centre, or would they put him at the back at fullback? Like, he's a big, fast, powerful man. He's a genuine athlete, and I'm sure all 3 of those positions he could do well at. But, he's going to be absolutely key to the Waratahs this year. Angus Bell, geez, he's a big man, isn't he? Big, abrasive ball carrier. I really, really do like Angus Bell. Like, his scrummaging is really solid. His core set piece work is really good. His ball carrying is so powerful. He's capable of being a genuinely world-class front rower. So, he's going to need a good season with the Waratahs this year. Andrew Callaway, look, he's quality, isn't he? He's been around for a while now. Well, they put him at fullback or wing. He's got genuine speed. He can cut teams up. So he'll need a good season with the Waratahs this year, and they'll also need his leadership this year also. Finally, Taniela Tupou. Yeah, he's got all the makings of a world-class front rower, doesn't he, guys? Like, he's got the size, he's got the physicality, he's a tough man to get on the deck. He's good with his scrummaging. I think just in previous years he's had a few fitness challenges, but guys, he's going to need to put his best foot forward for the Waratahs. If he can have a breakout season, that'll be really good for the Waratahs. The Queensland Queensland Reds. A youngerish sort of squad. I think they've got enough firepower in the forwards and then some dynamite in the backs. I don't think they've probably got the firepower of the Waratahs or the Brumbies in the forwards, but look, time will tell. And certainly, look, they're loose forwards. You know, Fraser McWright, like he's genuinely world class, isn't he, guys? Like a genuine fetcher at the breakdown. His work rate, his defense, his ball carriers are very effective. He's really developing into a world-class player. And the other one is Harry Wilson. Like, I was very impressed by him in 2024. The physicality he brings, he's a big man. He shows some genuine leadership. And yeah, he'll need to do that this year with the Queensland Reds. The other one for me was Tate McDermott. I really do like him at halfback. Look, the leadership he shows, but strikes me as a smart rugby player. His passing is accurate, but he snipes really well. He knows when to kick and when to pass, and just his game management is really effective from me. So he'll need a good season and, yeah, to ultimately drive the 2025 Reds to a good season. The Western Force, looking at that squad, it looks a sort of younger, developing side. Who knows? Time will tell. Maybe they'll surprise us. I think they're probably, on paper, looking the weakest out of these four Australian sides. But again, we'll see how they go this season. A couple of key players from me there. Look, Nick White. I really do like him. Like, he's a brutal competitor, isn't he, Nick White? But he kicks well, he passes well, he's smart, he runs it well, he snipes around the breakdown. Just from me, for a number of years, I've actually sort of wondered why he's not in that starting halfback spot for the Wallabies. So maybe he'll put his hand up this year and he might be the starting halfback for the Wallabies come the Lions series. The other one is Darcy Swain. So I think there's lots of opportunity there in that tight five for the Wallabies, and certainly that physicality that Darcy Swain could put him in contention for that lock spot, but he's another one that will need a good season for 2025 with the Western Force. What are my 5 top key games for these Aussie sides? So week 1, I have the Waratahs versus the Highlanders at Allianz Stadium in Sydney on the 14th of February. Guys, for me, it's a developing Highlanders side, and this is the game where the Waratahs need to make a statement and go, you know what, forget about what's happened in previous years. This is a new Waratahs side. We've got Joseph Suaalii, we've got talent to burn. We're going to carve up this season. And look, they need to make a statement. And honestly, they're capable of winning that game by 20 to 25 points against a young, developing Highlanders side, giving that Waratahs side real confidence for the season ahead. And man, wouldn't that make a statement about the Waratahs? A 20-point win in their first game of the Super Rugby competition. Ooh, other side, look out, eh? The second game from me is on the 21st of Feb, the Reds versus Moana Pacifica, round 2 at Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane. Now, obviously, at Suncorp Stadium, a home game in front of their fans against, I think it's going to be a weaker Moana Pacifica side again. Obviously, with Ardie Severe looking to really make a difference there. But that Red side, they need to win that game comfortably. A 20-point win to the Reds in front of their home crowd for their fans, and to make a statement to them, give them some confidence and give their fans something to support and look forward to for 2025. Wowee! Round 3, I have the Chiefs versus the Brumbies on the 1st of March at FMG Stadium in Waikato. Wowee! Now, for me, it's very important that the Brumbies make a statement in Hamilton against the Chiefs. The Chiefs are going to be there and thereabouts. Super Rugby finalists last year. They're always hard to beat in Hamilton. But look, you look at that squad for the Brumbies, I don't see any reason why they can't beat the Chiefs in Hamilton. A massive win, making a seriously big statement, beating the Chiefs in Hamilton. Ooh, but I can't wait for that game, guys. Number 4, the Crusaders versus the Reds in Christchurch. Obviously, the Reds won that game last year, breaking a 25-year drought, but this Crusaders side, I'm thinking, is going to be stronger than last year. They had a lot of injuries last season, but you look on paper and that Red side, they're more than capable of beating the Crusaders in Canterbury and making a massive statement. giving the Reds some confidence, building momentum and giving support, helping their fans, giving them something to support. Round 7, the final of my 5th of 5 matches that are huge. It is the Hurricanes versus the Waratahs in Wellington, Sky Stadium. Now, wowee, it's no secret the All Blacks have not had a lot of success in Wellington in previous years, so there's potential for the Waratahs to win there, but, you know, it's going to be a tough game. It's against a good Hurricane side, but again, on paper, I don't see any reason why that Waratahs side can't beat the Hurricanes down in Wellington, in front of the Wellington home supporters. Ooh, and wouldn't that make a statement for the Waratahs season going ahead? Guys, let me know your thoughts on my 5 games that are crucial. Guys, let me know your thoughts on the 4 Super Rugby squads for the Australian sides. Who do you think is going to win the Super Rugby competition this year? Only a couple of weeks away. I can't wait. And guys, if you're enjoying the content, please hit the like button, subscribe, comment, and feel free to share the video with others. Cheers.